Hello and welcome to day 165 of 365 days of Facebook Live. My name is Jessica Lozano, my women's relationship. Just fixing my dress here, which I probably should have done before I went live. And I'm a women's relationship and feminine embodiment mentor, helping women have extraordinary love lives with the love of their life. So whether you are single and in the preparation for union, like sacred union, right? So I want to make something also very clear on who I am speaking to. I am speaking to women who want a sacred union relationship, which requires, oh my God, so much preparation to the point where it can feel like, God, what the fuck is happening here, right? So I want to also make that clear. There's a distinction between sacred union and maybe more normal marriage type relationships. And I'm also a mentor for the women who are in sacred union who want to continue to expand their relationship and like drop down to their feminine embodiment and descend into their womb so their men can rise and just have this beautiful, yummy, juicy relationship. So what I want to talk to you today is for the women who are in preparation for union and are calling in like their guy, their king, the one, like the love of their life. And I have a client who travels, like she's a nomad. She's a traveling nomad. She's going from here. She's going from there. She's traveling all over the places. And she can feel sometimes scarce of time when she meets somebody new, like if she's only like a couple of days in, a couple of days left in a specific city or town that she may be actually leaving the entire country. Now she is in like the Europe area, which travel there is a lot easier than let's say here in the States where it can be a little bit challenging because we're such a big country. But like in Europe, it's so easy to go to different places. So we're having this conversation about how she feels that, and like she's noticing that she might have to slow down, right? That she maybe is moving too fast because of the scarcity of time. And my reminder to her and my reminder to you, my love, is allow the man to chase you. If he is really into you, if he has a connection with you and you with him, well, maybe you don't have to have one with him, but if he has one with you, he will chase you. He will go find you. He will make a way to make it happen, okay? Especially if you want a masculine man, because this was like another part of the conversation with some cultural differences that from what she was sharing with me, that in some countries it's like actually the women are the ones that are the active pursuers with men. It's like, okay, well, that's cool and all, but is that what you want? Like, just because it's a cultural correction there, is it actually what you want? Right? So we got to think about that. So if you do want to be in your feminine descent and you want a man to like go for you, if he's drawn to you, he will make it happen. If not, he's either not that interested, which is fine. He has a right to choose whatever he is or not. Or he has a girlfriend, a wife, or some crazy situationship that you don't even want to fucking get involved in. Okay? So my reminder to her was that if a guy wants you, he will make it happen. He will climb on and make it happen in a way that feels comfortable for you. He will tell you, okay, let's go on a date here. We only have a couple of days. Okay, how can I make this happen? Where can I take you? What's your schedule? He will ask, he will inquire, like, what does your schedule look like? Where can we do a thing? Or if it's too much, if you're somewhere close, he will drive there. He will fly there. He will get a train there. Or maybe you guys will talk for a while until you're guys somewhere in an area that's like perfect for the two of you, but he will make it happen. He will somehow, some way make it happen. That is the man's job. They are the initiators. They are the activators. They're the ones like, if you look at sex, their little sperms are the one going to find the egg. The egg is not finding the sperm. Let the sperm find you. That's the natural evolution of things. In humans, we have outliers. We're okay with the outliers. But if you're here for my work, right? Because this is who I'm talking to, feminine embodiment women who want a masculine man, he will find you. I don't care if you guys are states away, if you're countries away, he will find a way. He will find a way to make it happen to see you, right? And don't discount having long conversations, like being in connection for a long time and just communicating through text and through phone and all of that. Like one of my students and women that I've supported for some time, with her man that she recently met 2 months ago, like that's it. He's the one. Like she knows that they're talking about marriage already. It's like she knows, like they just know. They were talking for 4 months before they actually met in person. And it was a whole crazy thing how they met too. But their relationship and their unfolding of that was actually part of the journey. Because she felt that she would probably never see him, she really let down all of these high expectations or this mask that she thought she needed to put on. So she was able to just be herself with him through the texting, through the voice memoing that they were starting to exchange. And little by little, they started to build a relationship through the ethers. And like really starting to feel a connection. Like she's having these beautiful, beautiful, like heart awakenings. Like she told me there was an image where she saw herself on a bench, like at a park, and she saw herself sitting there and these beautiful flowers were just coming out of her heart, right? Like out of her heart, just unfolding and like flowing, spiraling around. I'm like, fuck, man, that's so beautiful. You cannot tell me that there's not a serious connection with this person. Like, she's like, he has de-armored me. And she was so unattached that when she met him, she's like, I know, and I reminded her to me, like, whatever happens, the fact that he was able to open your heart like this is a beautiful gift. And if that's all that he gives you, that is one hell of a fucking gift. She went to the country that he was at. They met up because she was going to be in this specific country. They met there and it was just like a beautiful, like, this is it. Like, he's it. Like, and he was like, she's it. Like, we are the one for each other. Right. And like, and I share that with you to understand that, like, you don't have to meet somebody and go on a date right away. For some couples, depending on whatever, God knows exactly what you need and how it needs to be delivered for you so that you can hold it, right? God knew that this woman needed those 4 months of conversating, and the fact that he was in another country that she thought she was never going to see him, and allowed herself to just be open and free as she is. And he responded to her authenticity with pureness and like just vibing with her authentic self, was the gateway that for them to meet. Do you get what I'm saying? So don't feel pressured to immediately say yes to something if you're not feeling it. One of my girlfriends, her husband, her husband, they now have a baby. She rejected him twice before, like, she finally accepted a date. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if a man is into you and he wants you, he will go for it. So allow yourself to be chased, and don't say yes because you think that there's a scarcity of time. Like, oh my God, I'm never going to see him again. If it doesn't actually really feel good, if the circumstances were different, it wouldn't feel good to get in a man's car or to go do whatever he's asking or requesting of you. Do you get what I'm saying? So allow yourself to drop down into your body and ask yourself, does this feel good to me with whatever this person is requesting of me? And don't feel rushed or scared. A man will chase you until he's tired of chasing you, then let go and let the universe to rest. If it's meant to be, it will not. If it's not, it won't. Well, yeah, and there's also, like, you also can't play just hard to get too, either. Women can't just play hard to get. and be like have a man chase and chase and chase, because for sure after a while there's no reward from the chase. So absolutely you can't be in that level of entitlement either. So there has to come a point where you have to, if you really are into him, you have to accept. You can't be a tease like that either. That's really disrespectful to him, and it's just not going to lend the results that you want. So Chase, I'll give you an example. Another example, like I went to the post office today, and as I was walking up to the post office, that was a good distance away. There was this man walking in, and he didn't hold the door for me because I was just really far away. Going to the post office, he was already at the counter, and then I went to the one next to him, and then I left because I was pretty much dropped off a package. I'm leaving. I'm like 100 feet away from the entrance of this post office. He comes out and is like pretty much chased after me. He was definitely walking fast when I turned around because I heard someone say something. And I can't remember what he said. I don't know if he said excuse me, or I can't remember what it was. Then he comes up to me. He's like, I just have to tell you, you are so beautiful. And I'm like, oh, thank you. He's like, what? He's like, my name is, I forget what his name was, Steven, I think. And he's like, what's yours? And he takes his hand out. I'm like, I'm Jessica. He's like, can I have your number? And I was like, I'm in a relationship. And he's like, oh man. He's like, but I had to try. I'm like, I understand and I appreciate it so much. And then boom, we went off our separate ways. But that is an example of, if a man is into you, he will go. Look, this man walked super fast out of that post office to go and try to get my number, right? And this is the first time that I've been hit on in a really long time. So I was very flattered. But this is my point. Like, stay in your receptive energy. Oh, how adorable, right? It was so adorable. I was like, oh, I'm so flattered. Thank you so much. But my point is, don't rush into saying yes to something because of scarcity of time, because of scarcity of whatever it is. They will chase you. They will ask for your number. Allow the conversations through texting, through phone calls to happen before you actually meet in person. A man will fly to you. A man will drive to you like long ass hours. Another Sacred Union teacher, Christina Boyle, her husband, when they met like there was a mutual friends connected them. He drove 14 hours to claim her. Like, he drove across different states to go claim her and see her. This is what I want to really like put in your head. Like, men will go for you. So you don't have to feel anxious to figure it out in your head how to make it happen. That's his job. His job is to figure out how to make it happen to see you. He will figure that out. You don't have to do any of the thinking. All you have to do is express how you would like to see him, how it feels so good to see him, and send a little hint like that, like express your desire for that, and he will make it happen. So that's what I want to say to you today. And I hope this inspires you to drop back into your feminine, to descend down and allow men to come to you. And that the right man will do it. Your man will do it. You can so lean and trust into that and just live your beautiful, fun life and your arrows and your feminine, like, enchantment and your magic and just radiating all of your glory, and the right one will come right in. All right, beautiful. Have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.